Greetings everyone, my name is Rich Luna and welcome to my channel. I'm actually going to say welcome from now on because I'm not sure who's actually a regular visitor to my channel. So, welcome. Today I thought I would give you a little bit of information about my musical style and where it comes from. This is a guitar influence video only. I'll get to my later influences in other videos, but to help simplify it, and for time's sake, I'm just gonna explain to you what my wow. I'm just going to educate you on my actual guitar influences. So, everybody wants to know this. This is a question I've always been asked throughout the years, and it's a question I ask everyone else as well because I'm interested in where their ideas came from and their style and everything. Like, hey man, you got a cool style there. What's your influence? So, my guitar influences came from metal and smooth jazz. Early on, when I first started this solo music, I was listening to a lot of metal, and I was listening to a lot of smooth jazz that was played on the radio. And I thought, hey, someone needs to come up with something that sounds like smooth jazz, but is also metal. Or also can be metal, anyways. So back in 2007, I was listening to mainly 5 bands. And one of the first bands on my list is Evanescence from America. And Evanescence had an album called Fallen that one of my ex-girlfriends let me borrow back in my high school days. And she said, hey, check this out. This is amazing. And I was like, Evanescence, I've never heard of them. I'll go and check them out as soon as I get home. So I went home, downloaded the whole thing, and I loved it. I loved every part of it. I loved every minute of I loved every minute of it because honestly, I've never heard anything like that before. And so Fallen was released in 2003, and they had a hit that was called Everybody's Fool. And the intro was what got me, because the intro was entirely finger-picked guitar, and it had this cool synthesizer in the background. The second band on my list is also from America, and they're called Ice to Earth. And I believe they're still around, but they had an album back in... Sorry, I'm looking at my phone down here because I have written some notes to help me walk myself through my own video because I'm a derp. In 2006 or 2007, I remember going with my friend to Best Buy and seeing if we can get some good deals on albums that we can buy in bulk, because we like music and we really like to discover new stuff to listen to. So on the CD rack, there was an Ice to Earth album called Horror Show. Horror Show was released in 2001. This was standing there like a sore thumb, so I thought, hey, this band, they're really solid. Everybody talks about them. They've been around for a while. So I figured, hey, why not give them a try? I took the album home. I listened to it straight through, the whole thing, and it was simply amazing. And one of the songs that really drew my attention was Dracula. And again, it had the whole fingerpick style guitar with the gothic atmosphere to it. I thought, hey, this is really sweet. The next band is actually from Norway, the ever popular, ever famous Dimmu Borgir from Norway. And they had 2 albums that really got my attention. The first of them being Stormblast from 2005, which was actually a remake or a redo of their older Stormblast from 1996. And it was just a more polished version. I thought it was amazing. I've never heard metal like that back then. And especially not with the whole religious theme going through it. That was really nice. Of course, it kind of went against my ideals at the time because it was black metal. And I kind of embraced it. And the songs that really stood out to me on that album were, sorry, Norwegian friends who are probably listening or probably watching this video right now, I'm gonna butcher the names, so help me out, please. The first song that I'm thinking of is Nar Sjelen Hentes till Helvete. And if the language is anything like German, which it sounds completely like German, in my opinion, or similar, anyways, you say it's Sjelen because it has a J. I'm not sure if that's even correct, but yeah, the intro to that song, solid intro, and with the drums and everything, man, that was amazing. And Sorgens Kammer del 2, the intro and the bridge to that were the same. They were clean guitar, finger picked style, and with a little bit of chorus going on. And this band had a little bit of gothic atmosphere, I want to say, which I thought was gothic atmosphere at the time. But as I got more educated, I found out it was just cool. I didn't know. I still don't know what to call it, but I guess atmospheric atmosphere would be the terminology used to describe it. Heavenly Perverse from the 2003 Death Cult Armageddon album. The intro to that one was also the same, and it was fingerpick style, clean guitar, which I grew accustomed to at that point. It was really cool. Besides, they had the whole classical music going on with it, but it was evil, and it was kind of interesting to me. Like, evil orchestra mixed with metal? That's kind of perfect. The next band on our list is Kamelot from America. Kamelot was and is one of my favorite bands ever. They are a power metal band from Florida. And I listened to the Karma album from 2001. The song on there, Don't You Cry, was done completely acoustically. And it was fingerpick style. And it was just beautiful, masterfully done. The Fourth Legacy from 1999, that album had a song called A Sailorman's Hymn. And that was very similar to Don't You Cry, which was done all acoustically, classical, fingerpick style. I love that. And the very last band on our list here is the Rippingtons. They're from America, and Russ Freeman is the brainchild of the Rippingtons. They are a smooth jazz group, I guess you would say. And they had an album back in 2000 called Life in the Tropics. I wasn't listening to them at the time, but I later found out about them like around 2005, mid-2000s anyways, because they were always playing on the radio. One of the songs that was always playing on there was Club Paradiso from the album Life in the Tropics. And the Club Paradiso had this distinctive lead, and it was so smooth. Of course, smooth jazz, right? And along with the accompaniment to it, oh man, that was awesome. Wild Card from 2005. That album has a song called Gypsy Eyes, which I covered back in 2010 when I used to do concerts at bookstores, namely Borders, which has closed since. Gypsy Eyes. Listen to that song, and it just pulls on you. It's really an awesome song. It just has the perfect atmosphere, the most perfect musicians playing, and all of the bands that I have explained in this video, they once put together make up my early sound in 2007. Sorry. Back in 2000, I was just learning guitar and barely writing songs. But I'll get to all that in a later video. But I just wanted to give you some insight as to where my style came from, guitar-wise. Anyways, I'll do part 2 of this just for time's sake and because I don't have a lot of room on my recording device right now. So part 2 will be coming, and that will be kind of like covering the later influences from 2009 onwards and until even now. And I'll go more in depth with that one a little bit if I can. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then feel free to give it a big thumbs up. If you are new here, then feel free to subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and click that red button down below, and also the notification bell, so YouTube will let you know, hey, there's a new Rich Luna video on Friday. You should check it out, because that's when I do them, every Friday. Until next time, guys, take care. Horns up.